Hey everybody, welcome back. You may notice, yes, I am in a tent. I might save that story for another day, but no, I'm not living in this tent. This is just like a fun temporary thing. God, I'm so awkward on camera. I did not move into the tent. I'm actually visiting family. This is sort of a fun thing I've been doing. That's another story for another day. Today I wanted to share something a little bit different. I came across my old sketchbooks, as you can see, quite a few, from when I was in high school. And believe it or not, this is actually just the best ones that I saved. I had many more sketchbooks over the years, all the way from when I was a little kid, like elementary school age to high school, and that was sort of when I stopped doing a lot of drawings in sketchbooks because I started focusing more on college classes when I was still in college, and then life happens, and so I haven't taken a lot of time to draw, but I am really happy that I did save these journals, these sketchbooks from my youth, because I get to look back and see all my creativity and all my ideas back then, and I get to see how much I've grown and improved since. So just wanted to show you guys some of the old art that I used to do, and I really hope you enjoy. So I have quite a few sketchbooks, and I'm going to try to go through these pictures fairly quick. I'm not going to show you guys every single one of them here, but I'll definitely take time to show you the highlights. So these are just some sketches over here that I did. I used to draw a lot in anime style when I was younger. These are some characters from a show that I used to like. Comment down below if you know what show. In this sketchbook, I was still drawing in pencil heavily. This is the only sketchbook I have with pencil drawings in it still. I began to line everything shortly after. Don't come for me for like my hands and proportions. I was really good at detail and giving characters like a lot of personality, but I was definitely not known for my proportions or things like that. So all of these were done in 2011. This is when I was a freshman in high school. So all of these pictures were done when I was a freshman. This picture I actually saw from an art book and I loved it, and so I kind of recreated it and changed it a little bit. This is when I began to line my art for the first time. I wanted to keep a theme with the sketchbook, so it's all really dark, a little bit steampunk, a little bit fantasy, but mostly black and white or pen and pencil. This character I made up, and she reminds me of World of Warcraft, which was a game that I was super into playing for a long time. This was just like a practice page. I used to draw a lot of androgynous characters as well as homosexual characters. This is a time in my youth when I was still really discovering who I was, discovering my voice, and honestly discovering my sexual identity. I also used to express a lot of my emotions and feelings, often really dark or sad in this book. This page actually had a whole bunch of really hurtful, hateful words in it, and then later I went back over it, added the green and red, and then put the tape over it as well, so it wasn't as hostile of a picture. Another thing you can probably tell is you can always tell when I had a crush on somebody when I was in high school because I would always draw pictures of me and them. If you can't tell, I often would portray myself in my art, and at this point in time I had short, spiky hair. Sometimes I would just leave pictures unfinished as well. Oh, and this was a really cute drawing that my little brother did. He drew this for me when he was really little, and he just drew our parakeet Kevin. So like I drew that one, I think, and then he drew all these ones. They're so freaking cute. So this is when I started introducing more color and line art into my drawings. They definitely started to take more personality and cartoon, almost comic book-like. And again, I was heavily inspired by anime and manga. Comment if you know who this is. Yeah, I definitely had some scandalous pictures for sure. I definitely love to draw hair and tattoos. That was definitely one of my favorite things to do. Sometimes I would take inspiration from other artists and other pictures, and I would do my own version over it. So some of these kind of look familiar. It could be because I took inspiration. But I often try to do my own original characters and own original creations. This is actually a friend of mine in high school. I hope you guys are enjoying this montage. Yeah, I was definitely inspired by like yaoi, which is like gay anime, and cat girls and all that kind of stuff. I also used to play like this video game that I would take inspiration from. This was actually a scene in a movie that I really liked, and I changed the characters in it to make it like more relatable to me, but yeah, that was a scene in a movie. I really love this Lotus girl. I just love her hair and the flower and everything. You may have seen this girl again at another sketchbook. This was my first and only girlfriend, who I tragically broke the heart of when I was really stupid and naive and didn't know how to do relationships. So sorry about that. This is definitely one of my favorite sketchbooks. As you can see, I tried out a couple different art styles as well. Sometimes I would do abstract art, like words or shapes, colors. As you can tell, I was definitely really into seeing girls for a while. I just liked their style, like with the big hair and the colors and all that fun stuff. Again, more yaoi boys. Too bad this one was never finished. I just did this one for the wings. As you could tell, I was definitely more interested in this person than they were in me. You can even see it in like every single picture. Comment down below if you know who this is. I actually made a reference to this picture in another video I did called Art Snack. If you guys haven't seen that, it's super quick, just go over and watch it, and I referenced this exact picture. And you can always tell when my heart got broken because my art would suddenly get a lot less colorful, a lot more sad, definitely more dark. I remember drawing this picture on a plane, and the woman sitting next to me said that she really enjoyed it, and I remember feeling a little embarrassed because this is sort of like a, I don't know, more adult themed picture, like, and I was like 15 when I did this. This was a girl I used to sit next to in math class. We were friends, for the most part. This is an idea for a tattoo design I wanted to get on my back one day, but I still haven't done that. This one was an idea to do another similar idea to that one I did with the girl with green hair, and it had like all the cogs in the wings. This is definitely one of my favorite sketchbooks because of the cover. It's like that famous Japanese painting. Absolutely love it. This is a character from a video game that I played called Okami. If anybody played that game or knows of that game, definitely comment below. And yes, the character actually did look like this. This is another character from the same game. Definitely love to draw women and men. I was super proud of this picture when I made it because of all the detail like in the hair. I was really happy with the way it turned out color-wise as well. Probably shouldn't show this one, but whatever. I actually remember doing this one. I was really depressed because I was having a really hard time in my home life at the time. By the way, most of these pictures that I did are just fantasies and ideas that I wanted to have happen, but they didn't necessarily happen. In fact, most of them really didn't happen. It was mostly just like my ideas about what I wish I could experience, but I didn't feel like I was capable of experiencing them, or I didn't feel like I was allowed to experience them. So this one I did back in 2012, but as the sketchbook goes on, I actually have more recent artwork. Comment below if you know who this is. And as you can see, it jumps over to 2015, so I actually continued this sketchbook a lot later, just so I wouldn't waste the pages. This is a self-portrait when I actually had hair like this. Some of you might remember. Comment below if you know who this is. So I'm just going to preface these next few pictures. This is actually concept art I did for a friend of mine in a project he's been working on for a few years. So these ideas are actually for somebody else. So just be mindful of that these are not my original ideas. This is just concept art for a friend. And then from here on out, it's just my art again. This is a girl I actually had an art class with in college, and I thought she was really beautiful. More concept art for my friend. So the last two pictures I have are actually paintings, and these are fairly recent. These are from just a couple years ago. But I wanted to include them because they were sort of like underappreciated when I did them. I actually did this one at a reggae festival in Monterey, and I didn't really spend a ton of time on it. It's just like the ocean and then the moon and skies and the clouds and stuff like that. And then this one I started, but it's incomplete, so I did want to go back and finish it, and I really liked the direction of where it was going, and I feel like the idea was getting across really well. But I just never quite finished it because I wasn't really happy with the canvas I was painting it on. I kind of wished I had better material to paint it on, but I don't know, maybe I'll go back and finish it one day. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Leave a comment down below, like which one's your favorite. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know if you guys used to keep sketchbooks when you were younger, like in high school. Let me know if anything inspired you, or if you want me to maybe revisit a piece. That might actually be fun. Is I've often thought about taking an old piece that I did as like a drawing and turning it into a more detailed, better version now. So yeah, that wraps this up. Hope you enjoyed. Definitely feel free to subscribe, comment, share, like, all that stuff. I really get sick of saying that, so I might just stop saying it, but anyway, yeah, stay grounded.